these are also called as coordination compounds. Coordination compounds. Complex compounds or coordination compounds. So here complex compounds, so you see these are the special type of compounds. Daily life, if you see in plants or animals, there are many functions. These are playing many functions. So for example, if you see vitamin B12 is a cobalt complex compound. Cobalt complex compound. And hemoglobin is the iron complex compound. Hemoglobin is the iron complex compound. Iron is the main central element. And also that chlorophyll is the magnesium complex compound. So in our daily life also these complex compounds playing major role. So if you see these complex compounds majorly formed by D block elements. So why D block elements only forms? Because due to they have small size and they have high charge and the availability of d orbitals. Due to these main characteristics, the D block elements majorly shows these majorly forms complex compounds. Now, if you discuss what are the complex compounds? See here, the two are more salts combined either chemically or physically. To form molecular compounds or molecular solids. These are also called addition compounds. So two or more salts, they chemically or physically they combined to form molecular compounds. These are also called addition compounds. These molecular compounds classified into two types. One is double salt, and two is complex compounds. We are going to discuss these type. In this total lesson, we are discuss about complex compounds. So, what are the double salts? Double salts mean the two salts, the molecular compounds formed by combining two salts. Molecular compounds which are lose their identity in a water or in a solution state. Solution state, they lose their identity. For example, if you see double salts mean two salts are combined. Example, carnallite. Carnallite formula KCl, MgCl2, KCl, MgCl2 and 6 moles of water. This total is a one compound, that is the double salt. Here two salts are combined. These two are the combined to give the carnallite. Carnallite is the double salt. And also you can take Morse salt. Morse salt formula iron sulfate and ammonium sulfate. And 6 moles of water. This total is the Morse salt formula. Morse salt. And also you can take a potash alum. You can take one more example I am writing here. That is one more example. Potash alum. Its formula potassium sulfate and ammonium sulfate. Aluminium sulfate 24 moles of water. So this is potash alum. These are all double salts. They can be lose their identity in solution state. They shows their identity in a solid state only. Mean if you take carnallite, KCl and MgCl2 with water. To this, if you add water, they split into ions. That means K plus ion to Cl minus ions and also magnesium plus 2 ion. In water they split into ions. Mean in solid state only they have their identity, they have their originality, they shows their characteristics. But if you add water, it completely lose their identity. So those are called double salts. In solution state, that means in aqueous medium, they lose their identity, and in the solid state, crystal state, this is a crystal state, it shows identity, but in water, lose identity are called double salts. Now we will discuss about the complex compounds. So the molecular compounds these are molecular compounds. Molecular compounds mean 2 or more salts combined. So molecular compounds which can be shows its identity, which can retain their identity. In a solid state as well as in a solution state. Their identity even in solution state. I am writing even in a solution state. That means in solid state they retain. In solid state they shows. For example, potassium hexacyanoferrate. This is a complex compound. And also copper diamine sulfate. These are the complex compounds, the different type of compounds. These compounds, if you add water, they split to cation, anion. They split like this. Here, this compound and this compound, if you see, this complex does not lose their identity even addition of water also. Before addition and after addition, it's have its own property. Here properties of this compound, here properties of this are same, does not lose their identity. And also we cannot perform separate tests for iron and cyanide because they are mixed. They are completely formed coordinate covalent bonds. They are combined together. So iron and cyanide does not show its individual tests. Iron, cyanide does not gives individual tests. But we can get overall iron cyanide test. Overall this complex whether present or not we can test. But separately iron cyanide separately they won't give tests. So those are the complex compounds. Complex compounds mean the molecular compounds which can retain their identity even in solution state. That means after addition of water also they have their identity. They won't lose their characteristics. Here the constituent particles iron and cyanide and this compound have different properties. Mean if you take separate iron molecule, here iron separate iron atom and here iron atom does not have same properties. Here iron atom and here iron atom, the individual iron atom and in the complex iron atom does not give same properties. They don't have identical properties. So these are complex compounds. Now we will discuss the terminology. If you see first one, central metal ion. Central metal atom or ion, you can take anything. So central metal atom means the cation. It is the cation usually. The cation which have the cation which can accept electron pairs, electron pairs from other molecules, and forms coordinate covalent bonds. Covalent bonds is called central metal ion, central metal atom. For example, if you take copper tetracyano complex, for example, is the complex. In this, the copper is the central metal ion. This is the central metal atom. This copper can be accept electron pairs from 4 ammonias. From 4 ammonias. Ammonia. So here this copper, the copper central metal atom can be accept electron pairs from 4 ammonias and forms coordinate covalent bonds. These are coordinate covalent bonds, that is dative bonds. These are 4 coordinate covalent bonds. So the copper is accepting electron pairs. So here copper is also called as Lewis acid. Lewis acid means electron pair acceptor. So it means central metal atom. It is Lewis acid, act as Lewis acid. Lewis acid means electron pair acceptor. Now, so these are about central metal atom. Central metal atom means the cation which can accept electron pairs from other molecules, or ion, anything you can take from others, which can be accept electron pair and form coordinate covalent bonds around it. It's called central metal atom. Next to ligand. So here what is the ligand? Ligand mean the ion or